Hello student, welcome to biology class, and now we start with the new chapter, that is breathing and exchange of gases of the unit, that is human physiology. So we discuss here about the breathing and exchange of gases. But before we start with the mechanism, with the various processes we study in this chapter, we need to study some basic information about the reproduction. So first, let us start with the type of respiration. Types. So we have studied that there are two types of respiration. The first is aerobic respiration. Then second is anaerobic. So in aerobic respiration involve, first of all, we need to define the process of respiration. So the process of respiration is defined as the breakdown of respiratory fuel to release energy. The process of respiration involves the breakdown or splitting of respiratory fuel to release energy inside the cell. It is called the respiration. Now the types of respiration: aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So when we involve the intake of oxygen and giving out of carbon dioxide in this process, so that process is called aerobic respiration. But without oxygen, this definition is of anaerobic respiration. And this is a common process, common definition for both, that is aerobic respiration as well as anaerobic respiration. Now in aerobic respiration, what are the steps? What are the steps we study in aerobic respiration? So aerobic respiration involve different steps inside the cell. The first step is the glycolysis, in which glucose becomes converted into 2-pyruvic acid. So pyruvic acid is the product of first step, that is glycolysis. Now this pyruvic acid in second step, 2-pyruvic acid converted into the acetyl coenzyme, styrene coenzyme A, which is an intermediate product. And now this pyruvic acid when converted into acetyl coenzyme A, this acetyl coenzyme A entered into a cyclic mechanism which is known as Krebs cycle. And in Krebs cycle, this acetyl coenzyme A, acetyl coenzyme A becomes converted into carbon dioxide. Now during this conversion and these processes, these three processes or states, a number of substances produced which entered into, or a number of ions produced in the form of a temporary compound. We have discussed in the case of respiration in plant, that is NADPH2 as well as FADH2, and some step also involve the release of direct energy, that is direct number of ATP. So these get entered into a chain of reaction which is known as electron transport chain. Electron transport chain. So in electron transport chain there is the formation of ions or active ion, and these active ion carry energy, and this energy becomes stored in ATP in the process of phosphorylation. And during phosphorylation, the formation of ATP becomes take place. So these are the various steps that involve during the process of aerobic respiration. Now in anaerobic respiration, what will happen? We discuss here. So in the case of, there are two mode of anaerobic respiration. Two examples we study about anaerobic respiration. The first in the case of yeast. So in yeast, the glucose breaks to produce 2-pyruvic acid inside the cytoplasm. This process of glycolysis takes place in cytoplasm. So in cytoplasm, glucose breaks down to form 2-pyruvic acid, and these 2-pyruvic acid converted into the ethyl alcohol and plus CO2. And the second example of anaerobic respiration we see in our body muscle as well as RBC. So this process anaerobic respiration in absence of oxygen, means without oxygen, the breakdown or splitting of respiratory fuel is called anaerobic respiration. So in muscles or RBC, we see another strategy in which glucose break to form 2-pyruvic acid, and this pyruvic acid converted into lactic acid. So overall number of ATP produced during the aerobic respiration, it is 38 ATP, while the total gain during this process 38 ATP is produced, but net gain of ATP will be 36. And there is a reason because of net gain of 36, because 2 ATP molecule is used to transport or transfer NADPH2, which is produced during the process of glycolysis. Because NADPH2 cannot be diffused through the membrane of mitochondria. So to transfer this NADPH2 or transfer the ions of NADPH2 into the inside the matrix of mitochondria, there is a need of 2 ATP molecule. So we reduce or we subtract these 2 ATP molecule from the total produced molecule of ATP, and then we get net gain of ATP during the aerobic respiration, that is 36 ATP. And in the case of anaerobic respiration, we find only 2 ATP molecule during the breakdown of one glucose molecule. In both the condition, we get 2 ATP molecule. So this is about the types of respiration, that is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means the taking in of oxygen and giving out of carbon dioxide, while during anaerobic respiration, no oxygen required to break down of respiratory fuel to release energy. Now we discuss the next topic we discuss, that is steps of aerobic respiration. So during aerobic respiration take place in various states. So the first step is the breathing. The first step of aerobic respiration is breathing, or it is also known as ventilation. And after breathing, these respiratory gases reach to the alveoli of lungs, and on that place there is exchange of respiratory gases. Respiratory gases between alveoli and blood. So after reaching the fresh air, during the process of breathing into the alveoli is the place where first exchange of gases take place between the alveolar sac and the blood capillary, network of blood capillaries over the lungs or over the alveoli. Now after reaching the gases inside the blood, there is the transport of gases. So the third step is the transport of respiratory gases. Respiratory gases, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide, both transported through our blood. Now after transportation, then the second place of exchange of gases. In fourth step, the exchange of gases in between. The exchange of gases take place between the blood and body tissue. Blood and body tissue. And after exchange of respiratory gases, the last step takes place inside the cell, that is the breakdown of respiratory fuel. The breakdown of respiratory fuel. That fuel is not the other things, that is the nutrient, that the form of carbohydrate. Respiratory fuel using oxygen to release carbon dioxide and ATP. So these are the various steps during the process of aerobic respiration, and before this we have studied or discussed the types of respiration. Now in the next segment of video lecture we will discuss about the various surfaces or respiratory structure in living organism, mostly in animals, because we study about the physiology related to animals.